Hello and welcome back to Exploring the Universe with me, Daniel, in lesson number 4. Okay guys, let's get to it. We talked before about the space race. Well, let's consider the animals in space. In 1957, just 1 month after Sputnik 1, the USSR launched Sputnik 2. It was the first craft in history to carry a live passenger. This live passenger was a dog called Laika. Unfortunately, Laika died soon after takeoff. 4 years later, in 1961, the Americans sent a chimp into space. A chimp is a type of monkey. The chimp was called Han. Han successfully returned to the Earth with just a bruised nose, but it was generally a success. Okay, well, we have looked at animals in space. Let's consider humans in space. The USSR seemed like they would win the space race, and Yuri Gagarin was a Russian and the first man to go into space. The first woman to go into space was another Russian from the USSR in 1963, and her name was Valentina Tereshkova. 1963, just 2 years after Vostok in 1961. The Americans were second in the space race against the USSR. So, what did they do? To compensate for the humiliation, President John F. Kennedy announced on the 25th of May, 1961, the intention to send a man to the moon before the end of the decade. This is a massive statement and a very ambitious statement. Well, on the 12th of April, 1961, we know Sputnik went into space with Yuri Gagarin. John F. Kennedy made this promise, and from 1962, NASA organized 3 big space programs: Mercury program, Gemini program, and the Apollo program. Now, number 3, the Apollo program went from 1966 to 1975, which carried a man to the moon. The 16th of July 1969, there were 3 astronauts which went into space. 600 million people watched on TV a live broadcast of the Apollo 11 mission. And the 3 astronauts were Edwin Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, and the most famous Neil Armstrong. After 3 days in space, they finally reached the moon. There's a very famous phrase which Neil Armstrong said: "That's one small step for man, but one giant leap for mankind." Humanity. Okay, so on the 20th of July 1969, the world watched in suspense as the 3 Americans created history. They took the American flag and stuck it on the moon. The space race was very expensive, but not a completely useless exercise. It accelerated the development of education and technology in many fields. For example, in biology, in medicine, and in rocket technology. And a good example of modern technology which has massively improved is the GPS, Global Positioning System. This is a network of satellites which is widely used today for mass media and communication. Well, there you go. That's lesson 4 complete of Exploring the Universe with me, Daniel. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for your time. See you soon. Bye.